YouTube. Lambo 300. My first official YouTube video. I'm finna do my oil change on my Hyundai, and then I'm gonna do it on Mom Duke's car, but that's gonna be a separate video. This video is just gonna be a how-to video, how to change the oil, all the things you need, all the tools you need. I got everything. I'm gonna explain it step by step, and we're gonna get straight to it. First, I'm gonna get the car in the garage so I can hear me properly, and I can have a nice little setting to do what I gotta do. And then we're gonna go from there. I got a separate video with this on the way. I had to cover up my license plate, you know, I don't want niggas knowing where I live and shit. But I got a separate video on the way with this. Brakes red. Motherfucker looks sexy. But you know, it's a work in progress right now. It's a project, but we're gonna get straight to it. But first things first, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need. You're gonna need a jack, stands, recommended. You don't need stands, but I recommend you getting stands for safety. Because your life is important. You only get one life, as far as I know. So I'm not having that shit. Jack stands, oil pan. You don't gotta get this exact one. You can get, like when I first started doing my oil changes, I had these regular little pans. You just gotta make sure you know how much oil goes in your engine, the capacity, the quarts that your engine take. Because say you got a 5-quart pan and your engine takes 7, you changing the oil the whole time, it's starting to fill up and then it overspill. Like you gotta make sure you get a big enough pan to take in all that used oil. But you can get one of these or you can get the other one. This one is a little bit better because you can do a little bit more cleaner and nicer and don't make no big ass fucking mess, excuse my language. But yeah, pan, jack, stands. You're gonna need a socket. I said socket. You're gonna need a ratchet. You get small baby one or you get the medium sized one. I got the big one. And you're gonna need a socket. Now, I forgot which size socket it is, but when I get up under the car, I'm gonna tell y'all what size. Each car got a different size socket. You can look it up on Google, or you can literally, when you get under the car, you take your tool set and start playing around with the sockets. Obviously, you're gonna need oil too. Now, if you don't know how much oil your car take, I recommend you just going on AutoZone's website, go on their website and type in the year, make, and model of your car, and literally it will tell you the capacity your oil takes. Simple as that. It will tell you all you need to know, how much oil, all that shit. And I found out how to do it, bro. Like, you don't really need to go to school for this. Like, I didn't go to school for none of this, and I'm doing oil changes on all my cars and family cars, all that. Mom Duke's car, my own cars. So, you know, and it feels good when you know how to do your own oil change, you know how to do work on your own car, and you got the right tools. That shit feels great. Best feeling in the world. So, yeah, I'm rambling. Let me get straight to it. Some car has the points at the edge. Some cars have the points we got to go under the car, get a little bit under there. Now, if your car is lowered, you might have to roll it on bricks and then put the jack under there. But most cars ain't lowered, so you got a regular car, you ain't got to worry about that. So, you got to make sure you put on the right points because no matter what, it's a car, it's heavy. You know, when you jacking it up, the jack cannot go up against plastic because literally you're going to mess up your car and damage the side skirts or whatever it's called. You're going to damage that, or it's not going to be stable or secure enough and it can literally fall on you. So anytime you're jacking up a car, make sure it's on the metal part. It has to be on metal. Always is on the metal. See mine, you can kind of see mine right here. Let me show you. This is my jack point right here. You can see from previous times. It's just the metal part. You can feel it. You know when metal is metal. This is plastic. You can feel the plastic. You know when metal is metal. So look for these points and you should be straight. Me personally, when I'm working on my cars, even though you got them on the points, you can see the little grooves. When you got them on the points, right, You can just do it with straight 2 jack stands, and I'm fairly sure you'll be alright. But me personally, I'll be a little bit paranoid sometimes. So what I do, even if I got 2 stands and they're like 4-ton, 5-ton stands, I want to be sure. So when you do that, you can just leave the jack stand on you jack. You can leave the jack on that bit. You know what I'm saying? Just for some extra support. You ain't got to, but I ain't going to. You know what I'm saying? I like my buffalo shrimp. I like to eat good. So I don't want to die and I can't eat my food. I'm just playing. But nah, real rap though. Like, so what I'm finna do now, I'm finna get up under the car because I swear I dead forgot what size bolt it takes. So I'm finna slide up under there. One thing I say, don't go to Walmart. Don't go to Walmart, bro. Don't ever buy no tools from Walmart, bro. I went and bought this bullshit when I first did my first couple oil changes. This is the worst shit I ever invested my money into. Sorry my language, but this junk is so cheap and ass. Bro. Man. But besides that, all right, let me go. My oil pan is right here. This is my oil pan. So I got a 16 and I got a 17. We're gonna see 17 fit. Yep. So for a Hyundai Accent 2016, 17 socket, 17 millimeter socket. So I'm finna get my ratchet and we gonna take it off. I can see that. Now when you try and, okay, so my first time or my first few times, especially with my Chrysler, you have to make sure this socket is on there and flush. You know, it's actually filling the whole groove of the screw or the bolt, because you can leave strip your bolts like that, just not putting it on properly. So I'm just gonna unloosen it. I'm not gonna really, so lefty loosey, righty tighty. Everybody know that. Oh shit, I'm tripping. And there we go. It's already loosened now. Shit, you almost there, my baby. So this is where it come in handy, you know, because it's just cleaner this way. So now when you change your oil, just know it got pressure and it got a lot of force that come out of it. So when it comes out, it's gonna come out in like a somewhat of a stream, and you just gotta line it up and angle it. I'm trying to be as clean as possible because every time I do my oil change, I always make a damn mess. It be crazy too. I be making a big ass mess, not gonna lie. Okay. Ooh, I did that shit soon this time, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. That shit black too. But we see how smoother it is? It's clean, bro. Every other time it's oil everywhere when I do it. But this is smooth. Come on. It's smooth. Now, it ain't gonna take long to drain because this engine ain't a big engine. Like, this car ain't got no big engine like that. So, it ain't gonna take long to drain like that. Shouldn't. And don't worry about it. I'm gonna speed up these videos. I ain't gonna make it too long because I know I've been rambling too. So, I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna fast forward everything. Try to make a quick little video because football about to come on. I'm trying to go watch the game, you know. I'm a Giants fan, I ain't gonna lie. Even though we suck. I did an oil change last time and I didn't change it, so this time I'm gonna change the oil filter and yeah, we can go from there. All right, so oil filter in, oil filter out, drain the oil, put the drain plug back in. So first thing I'm finna do right now, I'm finna get up under the car. I'm finna tighten that drain plug. Not too tight, but tight enough, you know? So you can move this out the way now. I'm should be good enough. Make sure everything clear. You ain't got no tools under there, nothing. And make sure you remember to tighten everything. So. Now all you gotta do, pop the hood, pour your oil in. Make sure you got a funnel too, so you don't get oil all over your engine bay. You don't want oil that ain't supposed to be there. You don't want it in the wrong place, because it might clog up the sensors or it might clog up the connectors. Just oil that's not supposed to be there shouldn't be there. But look, so you see on the cap, it tell you what type of oil your car take. Now it says SAE. I think that means the type of brand or synthetic, some oil, but as long as you got 5W20 or the type of number, you're good. It says on most cars the cap, but not all cars got the cap. That's why I say you go on AutoZone or you go on Google and you look up the year, make, and model of your car. And if you don't know what type of car you got, the year, make, and model, literally go look at the manufacturer manual when you first get the car. It will tell you. It will tell you what type of car you got. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, remove the cap. Move the cap. Do not start your car with no oil in it, because you will destroy your engine like that. You most definitely will destroy your engine. And the funnel ain't that expensive. You go get you a little funnel from AutoZone or something. So you can tell how much is in here because it tell you the numbers on the side. But so this is 1 quart. This one small bottle is 1 quart. Now you get the 5 gallon, but it depends on how much oil your car takes. Mine's only takes 3.8 quarts of oil. So all I need is 4 bottles of the small one. I don't need a 5, because then I'm gonna have an extra quart of oil that I really don't need. I could use it, but I don't need it. So I just got 4 small bottles of this. And I'm just gonna dump it in there. But when we dump it in, don't dump it in too fast because it will overflow. Just gravity. Remember, you can put it on, but you ain't gotta put it on too tight. That's what a lot of stuff with these cars. Certain things you gotta put it on tight, but some things you just, if you're gonna be dealing with it on a consistent basis and you hear them clicks, you're good. All right, so oil change is good. All right, so at least been a minute or two, so I'm gonna start the car now. And don't look at that tire light, man. I put tire in, but I just been lazy, so I ain't get to do that. But all right, I'm gonna let it run for like a few seconds, and then I'm gonna turn it off and check the dipstick and shit. Let me check the dipstick to make sure the oil is filled up where it's supposed to be. Now we all know wipe the first one, obviously. Gotta wipe the first one. Gotta wipe that one. Wipe that. Okay, and you put it back in. Okay, yeah, see, it's right here. Let me see, I can zoom in, focus on that for y'all. See that little line? That's where it's supposed to be filled up at. That's full, this low. So if it's right here, you good to go, bro. And then that's how you do your oil change. Yeah. Oil change on a Hyundai Accent 2016.